Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear future leaders from all around the country, our great country, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, welcome to your English class. Also, I would like to welcome Mr. Fawaz Al-Aqil. He's going to be our sign language interpreter. With that being said, I think we're so ready to start our new lesson. It's first intermediate grade, first semester. Our subject is going to be English. Our lesson of today is reading, and this is my name is Khulud Saoud. As usual, it's my pleasure to have you in my class. Let's start with our online classroom rules. Find a quiet study area and be ready. Make sure you have everything around, your book, pen, pencil, maybe someone to talk to. Number 2, avoid distractions like TV, food, or any other online resources. Number 3, keep strong and positive. Are you ready? Okay. In our previous lesson, we talked about dinosaurs. Remember the fun facts about the dinosaur, Tyrannosaurus Rex? He was about 40 feet long and 15 to 20 feet tall. Remember that? Also, we learned that we have 2 ways to pronounce the letter TH, the letters TH, and they sound in totally different way. The first one is th. The second one is the. Okay, and we said that when we said th as in think, tenth, thank, it's unvoiced. That means we produce the sound using the air. And when we use it in this, that, these, it's a voiced sound. And you can feel the vibration when you say the sound this and that. Okay? Let's start our new lesson, Unit 3. What's that? Page 23. Open your book. Reading. Our lesson objectives. Learners will be able to predict about the text. Remember when we learned how to do scanning for the text? Just looking at the picture and try to know and guess what is it about. Okay? So we're going to predict today. Number 2, answer comprehension questions based on written text. And this will test how much you understand from the text. Number 3, talk about museums. Let's start the first section before reading. What kind of things do you see in a museum? Good job. Paintings, sculptures, architectures, statues. Okay, it depends on the type of the museum. We have different museums. Okay, it could be a historical museums, it could be fine arts, or science and technology, like the one we visited. Remember in our virtual tour, the previous lesson, it was a scientific museum. Museum of Science is going to be our lesson today, in which we can find technology for scientific discoveries and technological marvels. The museum has a lot of things from the world of science and technology. See over 800 exhibits and over 2,000 interactive units. Look at the pictures and try to think. Did you ever know any of those informations? Try to ask maybe your parents if they're nearby. Talk to them, have a discussion. Just look at the text without reading through. Look at numbers, pictures. Okay, it's like just predicting what is going, our text is going to be about. Look at the first picture right here, heart shape. Walk through the 6-meter model of a human heart. Did you hear about that before? This is amazing. Like you have a giant model of a human heart. And guess what? You can go inside and see how it looks from inside. Okay? Look at the second one. See the first spacecraft to go around the moon. third one, what do you see in here? You can go inside a German submarine from World War II, 1944. Also, you can have special attractions now open. Leonardo da Vinci exhibit. Discover the inventions of the famous painter, a man truly before his time. Remember when we talked about his painting and the reproduction, when we talked about the poster and the previous lesson. How about this shape? What do you see in here? Omnimax 3D theater, okay? In Greece, see the film and take a journey back in time to the birthplace of Western civilization. This is one of the most important things that you can go when you visit a museum. You can go back in time, step back in time and feel how things happen, and you can travel to the past even. Let's have some fun facts. On average, the heart beats 72 times a minute, 100,000 times a day, and about 2.5 billion times during a lifetime. Every day, the heart sends about 7,500 liters of blood through 96,000 kilometers of blood vessels. So we thank Allah for this blessing. Also, Leonardo da Vinci, 1952, 19, was an artist, inventor, and scientist who was born near Florence. Have you ever heard of Florence? It's a city in Italy. He kept journals and filled thousands of pages with his ideas and observations of the world. His drawings included inventions of flying machines, a parachute, a helicopter, and armored car, also hydraulic pumps, calculators, and a movable bridge. Let's go to the next section after reading. It's a good idea to practice reading one more time. Okay, you can pause the video, and after you finish the reading, you can come back to this section. Complete the sentences. Number 1, the museum has things from the world of. We talked about different things in science and technology. Number 2, the 6-meter model is of was it a dinosaur? What was it? It was a model of a human heart. Okay, good job. Number 3, the inventions are by. It's the name of a famous artist, Leonardo da Vinci. Good job. Number 4, the film is about. Try to think. Greece. Good job. Take a moment and double check your answers. Make sure. Okay. Let's go to the next part, discussion. Are there museums in your town? Where do you live? Ask your parents. Do you live in south, east, west, or ask your parents. Or maybe you can go and search the web about museums in your town. Maybe you have no idea about them. What's the most famous museum in your country? What is in it? Try to remember. We mentioned that a couple classes ago. Try to think. What was the name of the famous museum we talked about? It's a national museum and very famous. Okay. What's your favorite museum and what section? Do you like science? Do you like arts? Let's look and see. What's the most famous museum in your country? Do you remember those pictures? What's written in here? It's Al Masmak Palace. It's very famous in Saudi Arabia. Al Masmak means high, strong, and thick building. Today, Al Masmak is a museum in which you can find display, show maps, and photographs of Saudi Arabia, dating from 1912 to 1937, as well as historical artifacts and audiovisual presentations. Visitors can also watch a short documentary to explore Saudi Arabia's route. Okay, so if you didn't go there, I recommend you to go and visit. It's one of the most important attractions in Saudi Arabia. Let's have a fun activity now. It's called Scrambled Word Game. Look for 10 new words from this unit. Open the book, page 97, and write them on a piece of paper, scrambling the letters. For example, NSIRADUO doesn't make sense. It's not even a word. But try to think, what are the words that we have been learning through the unit? Dinosaur, okay? Then exchange lists with other pair and unscramble the other pair's list. Finally, pairs check their answers together, okay? This is going to be fun, but you try to practice this with a partner. Let's look at the first word. Here are letters, SSIOLF. Try to remember a word that you have been learning through the unit. Try to remember. Fasl, good job. Okay, so when we when we change the order of the letters, it became the word fasl. How about the second one? UIDEG. It was a guy standing in a museum to help giving directions. Try to think. Good job, guide, perfect. How about the third one? BMAL. There was many items in the museum. One of them was lamp. Good job, okay? So do you see how this works? How about the fourth one? USEUMM. It's one of the most important attractions in a city. What is it? Usually it is a place. If you go there, sometimes you can step back into the past and learn about different area in life. What is it? Try to guess. Good job, good job. Museum, okay, perfect. How about the fifth one? OSTERP. What's this word? Remember, I brought it one day to you guys and show it to you. I said it's a reproduction of a painting. It's not the original one. Did you remember that? Try to remember. Good job. Perfect. It's a poster. Good job. Okay? So this is a really nice idea to practice spelling. It's so much fun, and you can practice this with your friends, your parents, as long as learning English. How about the sixth one? KEELTOSN. I'll help you. You can start with this letter, S. Then K. What is it? Good job, good job. It's a skeleton, okay? So let's go to page 79. Open your book. There are many vocabularies that we have been learning. Let's start with nouns. Airplane, bicycle and bike, calculator, camera, car, diamond, dinosaur, egg, fish, fossil. We just play this in the game. Gift shop, guide, headphones, key, keychain, lamp, meteor, museum, painting, pencil, photograph, poster, radio, reproduction, sculpture, skeleton, souvenir, telephone, television, tote bag, toy, typewriter, washing machine, watch. Okay, see how many words we have been learning in this unit? So it's a good idea to practice spelling. Okay, let's have today's lesson recap. We read a text about Museum of Science and we answered after reading questions. In addition to learning new vocabularies such as spacecraft, submarine, attractions, inventions, famous, theater. Now I want you guys to try to use those words in a sentence from your understanding of the text. What do you think spacecraft mean? If you divide the word into two halves, spacecraft, can you guess? It's something related to the space. And look at the picture. What was that? Spacecraft. Okay, there are 5 astronauts in the spacecraft. How about now? Okay, you can tell from astronauts. Okay, is it your dream? Do you want to be an astronaut? Okay, how about submarine? The submarine dived so deep to avoid being seen. Okay, can you guess now? Good job. Number 3, attractions. I just said that there are many attractions in Riyadh that you can visit, like Al Masmak Palace. There are many attractions to discover in Riyadh. Inventions. What does that mean? The invention of the internet is very useful for the word. Okay. Famous. He is a famous artist. Who is he in our unit? Leonardo da Vinci. Good job. How about theater? Theater is a place where you can show plays, maybe give speeches. I saw a play in the National Theatre. Okay, so with that being said, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy this lesson. Take care and see you next class.